One other item, along with the budget that we've talked about, we've been talking now for over a year about trying to find a way, to pave the road through the Phipps Bend Industrial Development District. Calvin, if I could call on you again and, tell us about the road, how far it is, and what we would like for the county commission to consider this year.
Well, we had looked at various sources of funding to repave the road down there, and quite frankly, we've exhausted all those opportunities. I even went to the federal government and talked to them about accessing federal property, as TVA still owns property down there. And they basically said that's a very nice try, but that's not gonna happen. So, short of getting that on the work plan for the rural planning organization, there's not a lot of means to get that road repaved, short of the county paying for it out of pocket. And Kerry and I looked at it, I'm gonna say a year and a half ago, and was it like 1.1 million that we had estimated?
I believe that was your estimate.
And I've just been emailing our office to see what that number would look like in today's numbers. But we feel confident that it's going to be in excess of $1.2 million to get the road brought up to current standards. There's probably going to need to be some guardrail improvements made in a couple of locations. Overall, the road is very stable. It was built to handle heavy truck traffic when TVA originally built it, but the surface course of asphalt is getting in really poor condition, which is going to allow water to infiltrate, get down into the base, and cause structural failure to the road. So identifying a source of funding has been our goal for a couple years now, and again, we've not been able to identify a source. And if we go in through the MPO RPO process, we're going to be competing with other projects throughout the area, and those projects, they may come from other projects throughout the county, projects in Rogersville, Shirgoinsville, Churchill. All of those projects compete, and to focus, say, $1.2 million on that road up there is going to take funding away from all those other entities. So if we could identify funding through this Relief Act or other sources, we feel like that would be a very good use of the funds. It would bring that road up to a good standard that would probably hold up for 10 to 15 years, maybe longer, just depending on the level of traffic. But that's kind of where we're at right now. I'm going to get a new estimate with today's numbers, but I expect it'll be about 1.2 million.
Thank you, Calvin. One of the things that we need, and I'd asked Rebecca to research this, to get a traffic count on the number of trucks and the number of vehicles that pass through there day in, day out. And we're in the process of doing that as we speak. This road was built, like Calvin said, by TVA initially, and then as part of the building of the industrial park, the state of Tennessee actually paved it the first time. I was talking to Ronnie back there earlier. That was in the initially in the late 70s, mid 70s, I guess, when TVA built the road. It was paved by the state as for industrial purposes in the mid 80s, and then late 90s, the county actually came in and paved it with the, we spec'd it out for industrial purposes, for heavy truck traffic and everything, and it was paved over 20 years ago. So we're back again to the point of needing it paved again, and we don't know where, as Calvin said, we don't have a source for that other than. And so as part of this budget, we would like to submit that to the county to consider paving just the main road from I guess the 4-lane through to the end of the road. Did that 1.1 million last year, did it include the circle around, or
I don't think it did. I think we went
just the
down,
main, just one?
just past Miyake where it tees off
Right,
right
where
there.
it tees off, so, and that's where the high traffic area is at, so, as part of the budget recommendation, we would like you to consider that to be sent to the county also, so. Is there any questions about the budget or, what we just talked about on the road? Do I have a motion that we approve this to be forwarded on to the county commission for the, yes? Okay, so you're, I thought he was holding up his hand to make a comment, but.
No,
you
I said I'll make the motion.
Okay, good. We got a motion and a second. Any other questions? All in favor say aye.